I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. This is the thing that we hear all the time as yoga teachers and people who do yoga. We hear this from our friends. I'm just not flexible enough to do yoga. So here's what I suggest. Learn how to bring blocks into your practice. Why not? So here we have some blocks, and I'm going to show you different ways. I'm going to try and fit in 7 different ways that you can use blocks. Now, what I would like for you to consider or to think about is bringing the floor closer to you, okay? So when we're not feeling flexible, a lot of the time, it's because the floor is so far away, right? So if you're like this and you're bending over, right? Bring the floor to you, and that's what the blocks are about. So for example, we have a forward bend. Here's my tall blocks in front of me. Instead of trying to aim for the floor, my hands are going to aim for the blocks. So here we go, a little forward bend. Look how wonderful this is. And little by little, as your body starts to open up, you can lower the blocks down. You can lower them even more. They can go flat, medium, or tall. And then eventually, maybe, move them entirely away, okay? But here you have beautiful props to help you come into a forward bend. Take a deep breath in and pull your body, your belly, up and over your thighs for your forward bend, standing forward bend. Feels so good. Bend your knees deeply, and now lower your blocks so that they're flat or medium height, either one, okay? I'm going to start with medium, but for this particular thing, we do not want tall blocks, medium or flat. If I'm feeling inflexible, this is going to help me as I step back into my downward facing dog. So I want my hips to reach up and back. My hands are at the back of my block or squeezing around the top of the block. If I'm at the back of the block, I want to be sure that I'm on a sticky yoga mat, that the blocks are not going to slide forward, because I want to push gently into them with the heel of my hand, sending my hips up and back. And then you can practice your head hanging. Now, for most people that are not feeling flexible, your knees want to bend here. So let that happen. Let the knees bend and straighten and lengthen your spine as your first priority. And then try and straighten the legs, as long as straightening the legs is not making your back round, okay? So knees can bend, hips can go up and back, the head is heavy. Good job. Now, walk your feet forward, because we're not feeling flexible, so we're going to take this nice and slow. Make those blocks tall again. So we have triangle pose. I love using blocks with triangle pose. So we're going to keep the left foot forward, and we're going to step the right foot back. Now, see where the blocks are already under my hands? I'm going to walk them back because they are an extension of my arms. And I'm going to keep my block behind my leg, and I'm going to reach my right arm up towards the sky. Here's one way that we can do our triangle. Another way, if you're feeling pretty open in your pelvis, is to use the block on the inside of that left leg. So here we go. The hand comes to the inside of the leg, and the right arm reaches up. It's wonderful. It's a fantastic tool. Now here's something, if you're feeling like this is too low, 2 blocks, 1 flat, 1 tall, and now we have more height. It's wonderful. Good. Triangle posture. Let's bend that left knee. Grab your extended hands here, and let's pivot the feet and do the other side. So we're going to start with the blocks framing that right ankle. We take the left arm up. Let's try that out. If you're feeling more open here and you want to open it up, right hand inside the ankle and rotate the body open. Take a deep breath in. Good. Lower that left hand down. Walk your hands over to the long side of your yoga mat. Keep your feet wide, and this is another way you can use your blocks. Bowing forward in your wide-legged forward bend. Drop your head. Lower the blocks as needed. You can also use them to rest your forearms on in this posture. Good. Let's bend the knees here. Take the blocks, extended hands, right? Lower them down, and let's come down onto our bottom. Legs are going to open wide. Nice and open. Blocks in the front. I'm bringing the floor to me. So we have flat blocks. I'm grabbing them, and I'm going to pull the floor back towards me at the same time. I'm hoping that my blocks are on a sticky surface, so they're not going to slide towards me. They're just staying put. So I'm gluing them down to that floor. I'm flexing the feet, shoulders relaxed, breathing in. As you pull back with those blocks, you can press your heart forward and feel a little hinge at the pelvis there. You can even walk forward more a little bit with your hands and let them be an extension of your arms. Isn't this fun? Relax your shoulders. Keep those feet flexed. Deep breath in. Let go of everything. Let go of everything. Good. Walk your body up to center. Hands, extended hands. Come back with you. Bring your legs together. Good. So we have the same situation here. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see better. Same situation. I want to sit nice and tall with my spine. My blocks are an extension of my hands. I'll move there alongside my legs. I'm going to lift my body tall, and I'm going to grab into the blocks. I'm going to push them into the floor and try to pull them back. Drop the shoulders. Heart is forward towards the toes. Lengthen up through the top of the head. Nice long spine. Maybe you're sitting on the front edge of a blanket. Breathing deeply, and as you feel more open, you can slide the blocks forward and do the same technique where you're pulling back with your hands, drop the shoulders, and press your chest towards your toes. How's your breath? I hope it's good. Good. Lift your body up nice and tall. Good. And one final way, if you're feeling inflexible for your yoga practice, you can sit on your block, okay? So to begin, seated, nice and tall. See how the knees go down? I want the hips higher than my knees. Very nice for inflexibility. To help you feel more flexible. I can hardly talk here. Other thing, right, if you're doing a forward bend, 3 blocks would be good if you're feeling really super inflexible. Instead of sitting on that blanket, you might be seated on your block. Woo! So if I'm up nice and high, the higher I am, the better it will be for my inflexibility. So I have my legs out in front, I'm lifting the body tall, and now I have a block on either side here as I tilt forward. And I'm breathing, by the way. Shoulders up and back. Good. Lift the body up to center. So here's the thing. If you're feeling inflexible, don't let it stop you from practicing yoga, because now you have several ways that you can use your blocks to help you feel more flexible in yoga. And there's a lot of other ways that we can do this with the blocks, do yoga with blocks, but those are some little basic ways that will help you through your yoga class, help you feel more flexible. I hope you got some information out of this, and I hope you have a great day today. Be truly you. Namaste.